Selamat datang di channel Adventure Viral. Jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe agar kalian tidak ketinggalan video-video terbaru dari channel ini. Dan seperti biasa, saya akan berdoa agar kalian diberikan kesehatan dan kesuksesan. Amin. Welcome back guys. Kembali lagi kita akan mengamati Putri Ariani. Nah, kali ini ada reaktor sekaligus guru vokal dari luar negeri yang mengamati penampilan Putri Ariani. Wow, memang amazing guys. Para reaktor dari luar negeri sangat mengapresiasi Putri Ariani. Memang spektakuler. Bakatnya sangat-sangat luar biasa di dalam diri Putri Ariani guys. Dan tanpa terlalu banyak cerita di depan, link video originalnya ada di deskripsi paling bawah. Yuk kita melihat videonya, let's go guys.
I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and first of all, I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas. Today I will be looking at Putri Ariani's cover of Bohemian Rhapsody, and as always this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. If you'd rather watch the full thing uninterrupted, then I have left the link in the description below. You can also find the link to my Patreon page in the description below, so do go and check it out. But make sure you go and hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to Putri Ariani.
Anyway, the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
Ooh, wow.
To me.
Oh, let's just talk about this entrance real quick. I love, obviously, the performances that I've seen from Putri has been on America's Got Talent. Is that the show? Yes, America's Got Talent. I've reacted to most of her performances, not all. I think there was one maybe I didn't, or a few. But yeah, I love how minimum, and like, you know, we just hear the beautiful vocals of Putri first, and then the piano comes in. It's he's offering a lot of breath within the vocal fold, so we're not getting full vocal fold closure. So when they're vibrating, they're leaving little, you're not closing all the way, so breath can essentially come through. So we're hearing a slight whisper throughout the full phrasing. It just gives this really floaty, angelic feel. However, I will say this entrance, anywhere, we get a glottal onset. We hear a little kind of like a little pop, but after that, it becomes very breathy.
Anyway, the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
And that vibrato that comes in. Nice.
Wow.
Mama, it's begun.
Oh, listen to that. Just so much breath, and then begun. When we drop down here, we get a lovely full connected sound. So I love that we're playing with different vocal fold efficiency. You know, sometimes we get very clear connected full vocal fold closure, and other times we're allowing that breath to come through. It's nice that we're getting it. It just keeps a piece interesting. If it was the same quality all the way throughout, then it'll be still pretty, still amazing. But what, you know, how are we going to change that? What are we going to offer different for us as the listener and as the singer, just to keep it interesting? And also, mama, we get a little bit of a riff down.
Mama, life had just begun, but now I'm gonna throw it all away.
Yeah, now I've gone. Such lovely connected. We're getting a full sound up here. A slight tilt right at the bottom. It just creates this really lovely dark feel. This can be a lowered larynx, or also the tongue being pulled back. Away, just so that we've shifted the energy from being quite forward to then sunken back, and then brightens up as well. Woo.
If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on.
Nice. I love how this full section, until we get to these last, again, she's playing around with different sort of melodies here to the original, but it's kept very full vocal fold closure. We are very chest dominant. We're making sure that that connection is carried on throughout the phrase, which is really, really lovely. And because of this, we're getting it's so easy on her voice. She's not feeling any pressure to maintain his thickness. It's just the vocal folds are right where they need to be. We are hearing a glorious vibrato as well, that lovely spin at the end of some of the words. It just softens up the word, so it's not just like straight tone, da, and it allows us to also create some sort of dynamic choices as well as we're softening up. Really nice.
If I'm not back again this time tomorrow. Carry on.
I love that as well. Tomorrow, there's a slight cry on carry on. I love that emotion, but also resistance in the vocal.
This time tomorrow. Carry on. Carry on.
Oh, that breath in there.
Nothing really.
And that little bit croak at the end. Nice.
Whoa.
Oh, so we're getting that on the piano now. Nice.
Too late. My time has come. My time has come. St. Shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time.
I love how as she drove that forward, body's aching all. So the same up at the top, the same note at the top as we had. Pull my trigger now, but a lot softer before. We are also dynamically getting louder through that passage, which just drives that energy forward, which is great.
Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody.
Ooh! I'm sorry, everybody. That was so fast.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Yes, the truth. I love like those throwaways there. Leave it all behind. I love this dark feel and adding that vibrato. It kind of brings this lovely round, darker feel to the song, which is really nice. And that cry again.
Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama.
That chord.
Wow.
She's maintaining a thick connection on this ooh as well. I just want to say before we hear it. And there's a crescendo. We're crescendoing into the next phrase, but ooh, she's keeping hold of that thicker fold connection by just opening this ooh to a rather than ooh, which will naturally want to soften it up. But because Putri wants a thicker, fuller sound, just opening it ever so slightly. Ooh. Oh. 5 up there, really, really lovely. I love that ascent, how we maintained that thicker fold connection, such a chest dominant mix up there as well, so glorious. Lovely open ah vowel, and I think she sets it off really nicely on, and then she goes off. This born, but we've got this ah placement in there as well, and that's what she's taking off, that's what she's using, holding on to the ah vowel and to ascend wherever she wants to go.
I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Oh, baby.
Oh.
Can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here.
Can you imagine if she just like gets out the I'm kidding. But yes, I love such a great choice to just pull it all back, really breathy in this little section. Here. I love how she opens up to here as well. Again, just creates a darker sound. Here would have been weird. Here just allows that tongue to drop down and land on that note.
Out, just gotta get right out of here. Nothing really matters. No one can see.
Before we get on to this ending, this part feels so different. It's so broken. Nothing really. Even the spaces between, the small little spaces between the words are even broken as well. Matter, and then that at the end, the matters as well is broken as well. It's like there's gaps.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters.
Oh, nice whisper.
Nothing really matters to me.
Whoa.
And like she's playing the piano as well, the keyboard. It's a full-on conversation between her and the keyboard, just like balancing that out. I love there was a just right at the very end that this one. You can hear it's kind of like the voice wants to go on to a different higher note before reaching that, and it's because she's sending a little bit of breath first. Not as obvious as what I'm doing. It's really subtle, but it's so nice because it just brings out her uniqueness,
really matter.
like what she brings to the song.
Nothing really
And that cry.
matters to me.
Beautiful.
Keren
So
sekali, guys.
lovely. What a stunning performance. Every time we've watched a performance of Putri Ariani over here on my channel, it's so stripped back because obviously it's just her voice and the piano. It just brings so much emotion and it's so vulnerable because we can just hit everything that her voice does, and it's just such a joy. What a voice. Well, thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. And I will see you very soon.
Yes, yes. Wow, grup vokal di luar negeri menanggapi penampilan Putri Ariani menyanyikan lagu yang sangat-sangat sulit sekali menurut saya. Itu lagu klasik yang sangat-sangat luar biasa, and the best. Putri Ariani mampu membawakan lagu tersebut dengan dengan caranya sendiri. Itu sangat luar biasa, guys. Dan wow, amazing, gak ada kata lain selain keren buat Putri Ariani. Dan teman-teman, apa tanggapan kalian tentang video yang sudah kita lihat barusan? Boleh ditulis di kolom komentar. Kita juga bisa berdiskusi tanggapan apa dan harapan apa yang ingin kalian sampaikan. Dan sekian video kali ini, dan jika ada kesalahan kata dari saya mohon maaf. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.